The Katana, an accurate, precise, and deadly quick weapon of destruction. With one foul swipe, the Katana can bring any man to his knees. When used by skillful individuals, the Katana can be transformed from a simple weapon to a deadly extension of one's arm. With slicing as a main form of attack, the Katana is bound to do some serious damage. The Kusa, a weapon choice of shinobis, sometimes dual-wielded. This weapon is fast, exact, sharp, and ranged. Connected to a chain, the Kusa is swung around in order to hit opponents. Due to its range, the Kusa can strike fear into any man, woman, or child, especially Katana users. The Kusa is the ultimate ranged weapon and is a good choice for anyone looking to strike fear into the hearts of their enemies. The Naganata, long, sturdy, and powerful. Used to jab and slice, the Naganata has enough range and perfect balance behind it to kill anyone that the user sees fit. While stationary, the Naganata is held behind one's back, concealing the deadly force in mystery and shroud until an enemy stumbles too close. Strike fast and strike quick, warrior, for you have nothing to fear with the Naganata on your side. The Kanabo. Studded and heavy, the Kanabo deals massive damage if wielded by the right user. Used to jab and slam, the Kanabo is meant to squish and incapacitate enemies. Due to its heavy nature, only the strongest warriors can wield the Kanabo, and out of the strongest warriors, only the best can use it effectively. But when used effectively, the Kanabo becomes the scariest weapon on the battlefield, rivaling even the Naganata. Tread carefully, warrior, for there are Kanabo users near. Now, to begin with the main section of this tutorial, we have the 3 basic controls. So if you pull out your weapon with 1, you have left click for attack, right click for block, which you can tell that you're blocking by the indicator that lights up whenever you block, or by your stamina going down. And the third move that we have is push, which is E. Combined, these are all you really need to take down anyone. As long as you're skilled enough and you use these to your advantage, you too can get a KD as high as I've had before. Before we get started with the main part of this tutorial, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, etc., all that stuff. I'm almost at 350 subscribers. If you want to be a part of the first 500 subscriber gang, please go ahead and like, share, obviously subscribe. It helps me a lot. I put a lot of effort into my content, and it's greatly appreciated to help me grow, help me get my name out there in the YouTube, Roblox, Minecraft spheres. And yeah, thank you for supporting my content. By the way, the next parts of this tutorial, my fan was on whenever I was recording the audio for it. So if my voice sounds a little funny, it's because my fan was on and my mic was picking up my fan a bit. In fact, it might be picking up right now because I forgot to turn my fan off before making this part. So yeah, please go ahead and enjoy, and hopefully you'll find this useful. First lesson is counterattack. This is your primary method of attack. A counterattack is whenever someone attempts to attack you and you either block or push them and then you attack them back. Hence the counter. You're countering them with another attack. An example of this would be someone would run up to you and swing at you. You'd either block or you'd push them to the ground, and you run up on them after that and either directly hit them, in which case they have a chance to block it if you hit them from the front, or you'd swing around to the back and hit them, in which case if you get around to the back of them, they cannot block it. Second lesson is aggression. Being aggressive is whenever you go on the offensive. Basically, you're just trying to whittle down your opponent by constantly attacking them. This has a heavy stamina drain and is not recommended unless you know that your opponent has low stamina and you have very high stamina. One attack takes away roughly 13 stamina, and you have 100 stamina overall in your bar. This means you have roughly 7 attacks until you run out of stamina. Give or take a couple because you do start regenerating stamina in between attacks. This really is not recommended unless you're counting how much stamina your opponent has used and you know that they have less than like 30 or 20. Because if you run out of stamina and they've gained enough stamina back, they can instantly go on a counter assault and kill you. Because you can't block. Blocking takes up stamina too, just as attacking does. So use aggression wisely. The third lesson is blocking, or going on the defensive. Blocking roughly takes up 10 stamina every 2 to 3 seconds. This leaves you with roughly 30 to 45 seconds of block time. I've just tested and confirmed that blocking an attack does not lower your stamina any more than not blocking an attack and just regularly blocking. So yes, roughly 30 to 45 seconds of block time before you cannot block anymore, and that's if you have max stamina. Blocking is a viable option, however, you should only block right before the opponent attacks. If the opponent goes like this, and they attack, you're going to want to start blocking whenever you see the animation start. You don't want to block before they attack you because that's just going to waste valuable stamina during a fight. Block right before they attack you. And after you block an attack, you can do a counter attack like I was talking about earlier. So right after you block an attack, they're going to be vulnerable. They're going to be open because they weren't blocking. They just attacked. They haven't gotten back into blocking yet. Well, most likely. There are rare instances where they have, but most of the time they have not. This opens you up to attacking them and damaging them by using left click to attack. The fourth lesson is pushing. Again, you use E to do so. Pushing takes 15 stamina, giving you roughly 6 pushes before you're completely out of stamina if you start out with 100 stamina. Pushing can be viable in order to knock opponents on the ground and attack them, or knock them off of cliffs or ledges. If stamina get pushed or fall into the water, they will die. Whenever an opponent is on the ground, they cannot block. However, as soon as they start to get up, they can block, meaning that you have to act quick if you want to attack them while they are on the ground. Well, I guess not, because they are going to double team me. This is where you're going to want to isolate one of them. You're going to want to choose one of them to put the pain into. As you can... How? Because I'm good. As you can see there, I didn't technically really use any of the techniques. I just came in slashing. I don't know if I've shown this footage in the video, but they had just killed me twice. Once while I was AFK trying to look up something. So I was just going in attempting to kill one of them as soon as possible to get that stamina and HP gen back, and then kill the other. Sorry, as I was saying, pushing uses 15 stamina. That gives you roughly 6 pushes. It's only recommended to really push if there are multiple people attacking you. This way you can knock one to the ground and attack the other furiously while the other one is attempting to get back up. Or you can knock one of them into the water or off a cliff while you're attacking another one, which greatly helps. But because pushing uses so much stamina, it's not recommended to do it that often, and pushing actually has a cooldown. An example of using a push properly would be if an opponent comes in to attack you and they miss, or you block it. And as soon as you block their attack, you press E and you push them because they haven't had time to get back into their defensive position yet. Or 2 people are coming up on you. You jump around the back of one, push them into the water, or push them onto the ground, and start swinging at the other one as quickly as you can, getting as many hits as you can before the other one can react and block in time. These are 2 exceptional ways to use push. The final lesson is HP and stamina regen. As you can see, whenever I'm blocking, I'm losing stamina pretty quickly. As soon as I let go of block, I start regaining stamina at about the same rate that I was losing it. Now, I said the very rough estimated rate that you lose stamina from blocking earlier in the lessons, so if you want the rate that you gain stamina back, you just take that rate and apply it. HP regenerates a bit slower, I do believe, and if you get incredibly low and you start regenerating HP, you cannot regenerate fully. You have to kill someone to do that. Speaking of which, if you kill someone, it completely replenishes your HP and your stamina, making it great for if you're in a fight with one person or if you're hopping from fight to fight. For the last segment of this video, I'm going to just analyze some fights that I recorded and see what I did right and did wrong. As you can see, the first thing I did was I sensed that a fight was about to happen, and so I hit first. Hitting first is very important. It gives you an edge up on the opponent immediately, puts more pressure on the opponent and less pressure on you. It just makes the fight overall easier and more in your favor. Now, with this attack, this was very risky. What happened was, I missed my first attack. Both the guy and I came in, and I swung. He swung out from his right side, swinging across to the left side of his body, and I did the same exact thing. Luckily, I was able to get a hit off and block his before he could hit me back. Then, as we moved in closer to each other again, I swung and I hit him before he could block the attack. And he decides to swing, and he very barely misses me. It by like a few centimeters at most. It was incredibly close, he nearly hit me. Then I swing again, and he blocks it. And finally, what ended the fight was very simple. He decides to attack me while he's by a ledge, I block it, and I instantly push before he can get back to blocking. And, well, you'll get to see what happens next. This fight is very clear to break down. What simply happened was the guy that I went to shove, I was attacking earlier before these 2 had jumped in, these 2 guys. And I missed the push, and this Deadpool skin comes over, and he starts attacking me. I try to play very aggressively while he's attacking me. It doesn't work out in the end. I run out of stamina. I try to flee to a safe distance, that way I can regain stamina, while also evading his attacks. But the Kusa just has too much range, and it ends up hitting me and killing me. As you can see, I had just came back from dying and I stumble across two people that are fighting. They get over to the ledge while I'm swinging at one of their backs. I go ahead and take the orange kill really quickly and execute him to get that HP and stamina back, and I proceed to kill the other one. They both slip off, and then a man in a ninja outfit comes up, and I proceed to push him off as the Deadpool skin comes up. What happened here was a bit more complicated. So right after I push the ninja outfit off, the Deadpool starts advancing on me. We both swing, and I get the first hit off. Immediately a good start. We both swing again, and we both miss. And then we swing a third time, and we collide, but we block each other's hits. Then he proceeds to hit me with an attack, and I hit him right back with an attack. He then either goes to attack again or is out of stamina, and I proceed to finish him off right then and there. I kill him and proceed to slice off his arm.